What do you think is a joke that would be too serious?
Let me take you in the shed.
Wait.
In the Shed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the InTheShed podcast. Here we are again. You know, we do this weekly, so don't be too surprised. Anyways, how is you guys' week? What kind of week are we having this week? I hope a great week. It should always be. It's always a good week to have a good week. It's even a better week to have a great week. But even if you didn't have a good last week, it's a new week, so let's make it great. Speaking of new weeks, how do you guys wake up in the morning? I wake up early in the morning. I've been waking up about 5. It's something I've been working on this year. Been trying to go to sleep early, 10:30. Most of the days I've been able to accomplish that. Way better than my usual 12 o'clock. Went from waking up at 6 to waking up at 5. So much better. Have more time for myself in the morning, get ready for work, and not rush so much. But anyways, besides the point. How do you guys wake up in the morning? You know, wake up with your alarm. Are you in a good mood? Are you in a bad mood? Are you ready to tackle the day? Do you wake up giving grace to God? Are you grateful? Are you giving out gratitude to the world? How do you wake up? I wake up full on panic attack every morning. I don't know why. Kind of know why. I think it has to do with my alarm. But for the longest time, I don't know why. I would track it with my Apple Watch, and it would tell me my heart rate was like 136 every morning. Horrible. And yeah. So I started thinking, like, is my alarm like making me crazy? Am I waking up in a panic? Because you know the sounds, the iPhone alarms. Those are insane drills. Those are insane drills that they have. Wake up in the middle of a fire drill and a fucking. I don't even know. Anyways, besides the point again. I ordered a new alarm clock. Shout out Emily from work. She recommended the Hatch. I looked up the Hatch on Amazon. Looked amazing. Looked so cool. But did y'all look at that price? So Emily, shout out to you, but I did not get the Hatch. I got like a cheaper version. It seemed like it has a lot of the same features. You know, the lighting, the sound, all the razzle dazzle. You know, the whole shebang. But it just arrived in the mail. I wished I used it. It literally arrived like an hour ago, so I could have something to tell you. A little review action. But I'm sure I'll have a lot to say next week. After give you a full 7 days of it. 6 days. But you know, whole shebang. Looks really promising. I can't wait to try it out. I was listening to some of the sound effects that it could have. A little rain action in the morning. Come on. Wake up feeling great. Or it has lights so you can light up the room. So I guess if I don't even want to be waking up by sounds, you know, be more relaxing just to open my eyes, and the day is here to accept me. So much better. But I can't wait to try that out. I've been on a little spending spree the last few months. I was telling my coworkers about it, and I say we, but they came to the conclusion that I might have a spending problem. Emphasis on they haven't convinced me yet. I don't agree. My parents don't agree. My Amazon driver doesn't agree. He doesn't think I have a problem ordering. My Amazon consultant doesn't agree. They think I should get new friends, new coworkers. I agree too. But anyways, what was I talking about? My spending problem. So I didn't think I had a spending problem, but I'll tell him, listen, I'll keep it in the back of my mind. I'll pay attention. I'll watch it. And it finally clicked. I might actually have a problem. What makes me say that? What makes them say that? What clicked for me is this. I noticed ever since I deleted my social media. I deleted my social media a couple months ago. I downloaded it on the weekend, see what my friends are up to, see what kind of parties we're going to hit. But I try to keep away during the week. And I say try, but I do pretty good. I delete the whole app during the week and I don't touch it. What has my brain started to do instead? I go on Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, on the TikTok shop, on eBay. What else can you buy stuff? Anywhere. I was on HelloFresh the other day. I go on there and I start swiping like it's social media. And then that looks good, order that. That looks good, order that. And turns out, that sounds like a problem. It might sound like a problem. You know I'm in denial because I keep saying might. I keep saying might. But you know. What do you think, Little Do Bronx? Little Do Bronx don't think I have a problem. I don't know if I introduced them last time. Little Do Bronx, my little dog. He's just chilling there. I have a cat inside, but he stays back here with us. He'll be here with us every week. You're due for a new paint job, dog. I'll have to talk to you about that after we finish here. Yeah, he's definitely due for a new paint job. Maybe next time you guys see him, he'll look a little different. Maybe a little razzle dazzle. Anyways, anywho, that's my alarm clock story. Shout out Emily. Great help on that one. I've never thought about a hatch. I was trying all the different ringtones on the iPhone, and you guys know the damn ringtones. Oh my lord, I was buying some of them. I had a couple cool ones. Say hello to my little friend. That's my texting one. That's Tony Montana. But those weren't doing any good, so I'm really excited to try this alarm clock. Speaking of my spending issue, the last thing that came in the mail, my mouth tape came in the mail. Haven't tried that out yet. I wish I had, but that arrived yesterday. I had to buy some mouth tape because my gastroenterologist is telling me that my snoring is ruining my life. I was like, tell me about it, doc. You're not the one snoring. He thinks that every time I snore, I swallow air and I wake up bloated as shit. No pun intended. So I was like, sir, you mean to tell me it's not my food that's doing this? He was like, no, sir. So yeah. That's all he told me, and then he let me go. And he was, I'll see you in 3 months. Great guy. And then I started asking around, and we give mouth tape a shot. See how that does. I'm really scared, though. I feel like I'm going to wake up 3 in the morning. Like I'm freaking being kidnapped. But we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to try that. A lot of things I was spending on before that I was spending my money on, was for this setup, you know? Phones, background paper, the whole shebang. My columns came in. I got 2 of these. I have my monitor. I have my arms. You know, my H.O.P mics. So I'm not mad or sad about that. My light is going crazy. I have this light that I've had for a couple of years, and every time it's on for a couple minutes, the yellow goes off. I think that's what I'm noticing. I have this light in front of. It's on top of the campfire right now, next to the sticker wall, next to the darts board. Yeah, I have a lot of things in here. Surprised that you could fit in the shed. No pun intended. You know where we are. In the shed. Shout out Dennis in the intro. Great intro. I hope you guys are liking the intro. I was pretty happy when I found that clip. It's a pretty couple clips that I recorded before we officially got the podcast set up, and that was one of them. Really happy with that clip with Dennis. Able to incorporate that to the intro. Shout out, let's get some shout outs out the way. I know I did some shout outs on the first episode, but I told you guys I was gonna hit stop recording and remember so much more. Shout out Enid, my cousin. Great help with this. She's been a good help throughout my whole life. She's the reason I pursued a EKG career, so thank you, Enid. Shout out Dennis. Shout out Walter. Great help there. Shout out the boy, the mechanic, Giuliani. Always a good help there. Those are great supporters. Without them, this could never be done. Without my mechanic, who's outside right now working on the benzo, this could never be possible. So, Dennis was here for the intro. What would I do without that intro? And Walter, that's the locksmith. You guys might find out about him in the future. But trying to see what else we can get out the way, you know. Mr. Allen today was coming at me pretty hot. At work type stuff. The manager comes at me, and he's like, "Why are you looking at me that direction, like that way? You know, like, oh tough guy." And I'm like, "Excuse me, sir. I'm on the lunch line trying to make my plate. What are you talking about? What are you on about?" Don't talk to your office manager like this. You know, I sound a little attitude-y, but don't talk. I'm adding adding the effect. I'm being exaggerated. Of course, I don't talk to him like that. It's all, good morning, sir. How are you, sir? It's the only terms I use with him. What was I saying? So I was like, "What the hell you talking about, boy? Ain't nobody looking that way." And then He's like, nah, I saw you looking this way. And I'm like, he's like, what are you looking at? You got something to say? And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm taller than you. And because he's Filipino, so he's a little short. Shout out my Filipinos. Not every Filipino is short. And then he was like, oh, just so you know, I'm average height in the Philippines. I was like, nah, you're a freaking giant in the Philippines. Enough of that, enough of that. Shout out Alan. Shout out Alan. Shout out Alan. Shout out Carly Garlic. Shout out her. I was talking to her today about the whole shabam bang, and she was giving me her input on everything. I'm not lying, guys. When I gotta consult, I gotta consult. And sometimes you gotta consult, especially the females. Sometimes you have to consult the girls because I'm a male. I identify as a as a he/him male. Sorry, I ruined the bit. I ruined the bit. Act like I didn't stutter. And so you have to ask the female for the female touch, the girl touch, the woman touch. So sometimes, you gotta show them what's going on. They'll give you their input. So far, they said I've done a great job, but that doesn't matter. I still ask for their input. The input is always great. So shout out to all the females in my life, and shout out to all the females in your life. Make sure you appreciate all the females in your life. Your moms, your grandmas, your aunts, your female co-workers. I got a ton of those. Shout out them. And yeah, that was great. That was great. Shout out the male guys. We don't discriminate out here. So shout out to all the males. All the males too. And we were talking about Filipinos, so shout out to all of Asia while we're at it. Shout out all my Asians. And my Haitians. Can't forget about them either. I was gonna look at my notes, see what else we got. But I'm pretty sure I don't got notes for this episode. This was a little improvised. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll end it there. Whoop-pow, guys. Thank you for showing up again in the shed. Week 2 or week 3 or 4 or even 5. I don't know when this one's going. I'm not aiming for an order because I have a couple guest podcasts lined up this week too. So I don't know which order I'm gonna go with that. If you guys end up seeing this as the second episode, then you guys saw it as the second episode. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week and pow!